Okay, we are live. All right. But I need to know what the price is on it. Double check on it, make sure it's the same. Okay. Hello, 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 friends. Oh, long time no talk. Oh my gosh. It's been a crazy, fun holiday weekend. Okay, I'm just getting logged in here on Facebook so I can see what I'm up to. And then I am gonna get started. Okay, let's see. Switch that over. Because all right. Hi, Diane. Okay, so, hello, everyone. How are you? Oh my gosh. So, I hope you guys all had a really nice holiday break. With the 4th of July being on Friday, we just use that as an excuse to take a few extra days off and do some rest and relaxation. So I hope you guys all had a good few days. We just had a bunch of boxes walk through the door. So I do have some new stuff to show you, and then I will have more new stuff probably tomorrow. That's fine. Okay, thank you. All right, save the sticky note though for me. Okay. All right, so we have some new toppers. So I thought I would start with these because we have some new designs that we have not had in before. And then we got in a few more that were out of stock and now are back in stock. Okay, so let me start with those. So we've had these before, but it may have been a while. I don't exactly remember when these came in. So the first one here, this is cats, and it's all little, almost like little kittens, but in floral buckets and things like that. So for those of you guys that are fans of the toppers, you know, you already know what you're looking at. For those of you guys that are new to toppers, it's a pack of 10 for $9.99, and they're all different designs, and each one has 3 layers. I'll open them up when we get to this one. Did you lock it? Okay. So I just wanted to show you the ones that are back in stock, okay? So we have cats. That is, and I'm going to give you actually the numbers because not all of these have unique names. So I don't know, but HC13890. Okay. And then we also got birthday animals. Now this one is actually, we just got in that adorable birthday line from Paper Rose, right? And so these ones would probably go really well with that one because it does have cupcakes, it has cute animals, things like that. Or you can just, you know, use it on its own. But all of these little guys have cupcakes. They're so cute. Okay. So that one is 13941. That's birthday animals. And then this one is always a popular one, and I can't always get it in the summertime, but it is back. So this one's called Marine. They actually have had 2 different nautical ones, and I love this one because the colors are just, they're so beautiful with that light coral and kind of that dusty blue, that kind of thing. Well, hi, Tiffany. Well, okay, Tiffany, I'll make you a deal. If you make cupcakes, we will take a couple off of your hands for you. Because I wasn't thinking a cupcake for me, but now I am. So power of suggestion, right? So, okay, so I've got HC 13832 for the Marine. Now, these are the new ones, okay? So they've had a horse one before. This is a brand new horse one. This is called Beautiful Horses. And you've got just various different, you know, kind of horse patterns. We don't get in a ton of horse stuff because there aren't really horses here in Edmonds, but I do know, okay, it's a deal. I do know that a number of you guys get horse stuff when you see it. And so I try to get in some different stuff as it gets released. Okay. So, I think this one is going to be a really, really pretty one. Look at that. That looks like Black Beauty. Remember that book? I think we all had to read that back in the day. So, and the little stable one. Okay. And then this one is called Animals in Winter. Brooke. Oh my gosh. It's like so hot these days. Are we really thinking about winter? Yes. So here's the deal, you guys. In these boxes that showed up. Well, hi, Kelly. In these boxes that showed up, there is one, or no, not one. There's winter, there's Christmas. I know, you guys. I know it's hard to think about it, but we'll kind of delve into some more of that probably tomorrow. Waffle Flower has some holiday stuff. But the thing is with some of these, especially the international brands, I got to get them while they're available because I think some of the Studio Light items that I'm going to show you are already sold out. So it's kind of crazy that we have to think about these things now or miss out, but it seems to be kind of like how things are going. So that being said, we've not had Animals in Winter before. I don't know how I missed it. If it's new, I don't really know, but we haven't had it. And so I guess we did have a box, huh? Okay, so we've got some really, really cute little animals. What's this little guy over here? There's a sticker right there. Oh, you guys, can you see that? He's a little fox. Oh, so cute. Okay, so as I was kind of plowing through the boxes for these, I noticed I have extras of all of these. I only found one of those, but honestly, I didn't look. I just needed one to show you on the video. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Cindy. Hi, you guys. So it is possible I only have one of these, but that might have been if they only had one in stock. Otherwise, I definitely would have ordered more. Okay. So this is the Animals in Winter. And I'm going to tell you what, you guys, this one is going to be, very popular this year, I think, because the animals are all gorgeous. Look at, right? And this one I can't open because the sticker is right over the seal thing. But, these guys are going to be absolutely gorgeous. Color-wise, and the animals are all great. Okay, and then we have a new floral. What? These guys, they do florals. So if you've been putting toppers together for any length of time, you know there are a gob of florals. But look at this. I don't think we've ever had a poppy. Okay, and we have these beautiful hydrangeas. Look at that. Aren't those gorgeous? So this one, the sticker is not over the flap, so I will show you. So now these toppers, again, you get 10 different designs in here. Each one is individually bagged, so they're very easy to store and just put together as, you know, as you need them. Or what I usually do is sit down and just put them all together. And then decide what I want to do with them later. But so anyways, the, see how gorgeous those are? So, and they all have 3 layers. They are like a heavy, they're a cardstock weight, with glitter accents. So these are all really pretty. I'm hoping you can see them all pretty well. I don't know where that butterfly goes. This one, I thought, oh, we could have a whole pack of just poppies, and that would be amazing. Okay. Ooh, look at the purples in that one. Whew. And then you've got the rose. Okay, so that's those guys. All right, let me get these back in. They're mostly square, but they do have just a little bit of a way that they go, and then they go in the bag a little bit better. Okay, so those are the 3 new designs, and then the 3 back in stock collections, designs. Okay, so those are the toppers, and then I just grabbed all of them. I didn't grab singles. So we've had a lot of requests lately for, partly I kind of forgot to order stuff, but for gems and such. And so while I was looking for gems, I ran into pearls, and I know that a few people wanted pearls as well. So this is a shipment with a bunch of pearls. Now, we also have some black and white enamel dots. These are new. Okay. So these gem packs from Marianne, these guys are out of the Netherlands. These are usually really, really popular because they're a great price for the number of gems that you get, but also because, let me do one that you can see the design on there, but also because you get so many of the smallest size. You get a couple of the bigger size, but really you get mostly these smaller sizes, and that's what everybody loves. Okay, so these are all $5.50. We have 2 different in the white family. Is this going to show up on video? So we have pearl, which is the white ones. Okay, no, these are all pearl. Snow. Breathe. Okay, you know, when I get like all wound up and stuff, usually he pops over and is like, woosah, but he's busy checking stuff in right now. So snow is the white one. Are these showing up at all different? And then a slight ivory is the ivory one. I don't know if they are going to show up very different on the camera, but a little bit. Okay, so you've got your white and your ivory, and then we have sweet pink, we have soft green, we have ice blue, because a lot of times, you guys, in pearls, for whatever reason, we want the lighter colors. Okay, so that's why those are more in that way. And I believe, although I don't remember which ones, I believe 2 of these are new. I think it's the blue and the pink ones, but I don't know because I just grabbed them out of the box. So, but if you need them, they're here. And then these are definitely new. So these are the black and white enamel dots. And look, I mean, you guys, you just get a ton. It's so fabulous. And actually, I'm looking at this. Can you guys see that? It's like you get, these are different sizes. Do you see that? So you actually do get 3 different sizes in here. But what's really interesting is they made sure that the most you get are these teeny tiny ones. That's because that is the very best size. And you guys, these ones, these are self-adhesive, but they work really great for like little eyeballs. Okay, because they're shiny and black. And if you're brave, you could even use the white ones and just put a little black dot on them to create eyeballs. That would be kind of cool too. So, but these are new, and I do really like their enamel dots because they are pretty flat. Enamel dots in general are flat, but these guys are a little flatter than usual. Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyways, so all of those, $5.50. And then I want to show you guys this. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. I should have done a drum roll. Because I know Tiffany's here, so she's probably excited. So, friends, the Dina Wakely Ledger Journal is here. Yay. Okay, so I got extras because, you guys, these have been one of the hottest items of the entire year. It's insane. It has taken us, they just keep getting them in stock and they're gone. Like the Ranger stock is gone within, oh, I don't know, maybe like hours. It's been crazy to get our hands on these. So we did get in a bunch. Hey, Shirley. Woohoo! I know, right? I didn't know you were here. Hi. Okay, so I'm opening this one. And all right, so this is why this one is so cool. So this is a printed ledger journal for mixed media. It has this gorgeous, like, textury, I don't even know what this is, if it's a cloth or a paper. Says reproduction of an authentic 1920s hardware store ledger. Smooth, sturdy paper that works well with Dina Wakley medias, paints, glosses, scribble sticks, mediums, and more. Okay, so let's take a look. That's why I opened it, because without opening it, you don't get to see how cool this is. And quite frankly, I haven't either. I've only seen it digitally. So, oh my gosh. So here's what's so cool. So this is, look at this, you guys. Is this fabulous? Oh my gosh. This is why everybody has been insane about this. Look at how fantastic this is. Oh, I love that. So some pages are blank because that's probably how they were in the book. And these are printed exactly how it was, except they are on mixed media paper. Okay. So, oh, love that. Yes, that is awesome. So I'm kind of flipping through. The whole book is like this. This is why everybody has been bananas for this. And yes, you guys, we did get extras. Okay. So, for those of you guys that are on my pre-order list that have been patiently waiting, you will get them at that price we locked in a while ago. And just so you know, when you go to pick them up. But, the price for the journal is $32.99. Okay. 48 pages, all mixed media, 180 GSM paper. And it is, let's see, it's 12 inches tall, the book itself. The pages are 11 3/4 by 7.15 inches for the pages. So if you guys want one of these, please don't dilly-dally because, again, our next shipment on these is looking like if we need to get more, it will be September. Okay. So if you want one and you're not already on my list, make sure you let me know. That being said, I do want to show you guys something. Oh, maybe I'm just kidding. Thought it was in here. Okay. Well, I have a couple things to show you, but one of them I can't find. So, okay. So Dina Wakley came out with a clear gloss spray, and I have a couple of those floating around here. Oh, I think I see them. They just got put out of the box. These have not yet been checked in, so I don't fully have a price information for you, but I'll grab it real quick. Okay, so I have a couple of these in stock. So for those of you guys that have liked playing with her acrylic gloss sprays, which are really, really fun, very, very different, okay? She came out with a clear. How did we not have a clear this whole time? I have no idea, but we did not. So, once I dole them out to the people that are waiting for them, I only have like maybe 2 left in stock. But if you want those are here. And then there's a new scribble stick. This is Scribble Sticks number 5. Okay, so hang on one second. Okay. Okay, so Scribble Sticks number 5. This one is $27.99. And does it tell me what colors are in here? So these are all new colors. The ones that came in this shipment are spoken for, but I do have more on order. So if you want them, it doesn't tell me what colors, and it doesn't tell me what colors here, but they are really descriptive, right? So, but if you love the Scribble Sticks, set number 5 just came out. So let me know if you want to be on this list for our second shipment of that one. Okay, let me go back to my window here. Okay. All right. Now, let's take a look at the new waffle flour. Hey, Bubs, was there, can I have that little printed flyer for the waffle flour? Wasn't it in the box? Yeah, I put it here on the table. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. All righty. So, we have a new release from Waffle Flour. So what's interesting about the July release this year is that it's almost like they did 3 different releases. By almost, I mean, they, in essence, did 3 different releases. So they did like an elf-based one. They did one that goes with their open book die. And then they did one that was like, I don't even remember what it was called, but it has this moose in it and some birds and things like that. So, because it's July, I got in the ones that I thought would be, you know, the most, the most popular in July when we're all like sweltering in the heat. But let's take a look here. Let me get this sorted. He did get these all checked in for me. There is a new postage collage, and okay, this one goes there. Birdie friends. Okay, so let me show you my favorites. Okay, we'll start with that one because I am in love with this little guy. Oh, nowhere to put stuff. Okay. All right. So before we delve into that, I just want to show you, I thought there was a few other things, but these 2 are now back in stock. So the Coastline die and stencil has been insanely popular. Hi, Angie. Insanely popular because you have this really great wave, but then you also have this stencil that colors the wave. So I love this new way that they're doing it. They've got 1 stencil in the package to go with the die. It colors it. It's awesome. So I love that they're doing that. That one's $17.99 back in stock. Okay. And then also for the postage collage lovers, we have the cupcake stencil back in stock. So this was from maybe 2 or 3 months ago when they did that birthday release, maybe more, 4, I don't know. But look at this. Now they're all coming with this fantastic new packaging so you can actually see what it does. Okay. Yay. So that allows us to see a little bit better what these stencils do because it is like crazy to try and figure them out by just looking at it. Okay. So the postage collage cupcake stencil is back in at $21.99. All right. Let's take a look. I want to show you guys first this guy. This is the Holiday Moose die and stencil. Okay, so it comes with a stencil. It's $23.99. Do we have one stencil? We have two stencils in here. So that's the little bit different price than, say, the Wave. $23.99. You get two stencils to color your die. This is, oh my gosh, the cutest thing ever. Okay, so this is like all they send us, right? So I ordered a bunch of these guys because I'm pretty much in love with this little fellow. But look at what he does. So he goes like at the bottom of a card and he just like peeks his little head up. Can you see? That's as far as it goes. And his little eyeballs are here. And then he's got these big, beautiful antlers that you can set things on, or they can frame your sentiments or whatever. But they have done a ton of samples with this guy, and he is so flipping adorable. You guys are going to love him. All right, so that's the Holiday Moose die and stencil. And then they came out with stamps, okay? So hope your day is a moosing. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Merry Christmas, moosey and bright, moose be there, season 4, and moose you lots. I do love a good pun. All right. And I do love being able to giggle to myself. Ooh, yeah. I'll show those. Okay. Okay. $5.50. Okay. 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 So we have the stamps, and they are $8.99. Okay. And then we have it combined with the dies. Okay. $21.99. So if you just want the stamps, you're at $8.99. With the dies, it's $21.99. But you guys, they did this on another one of the sentiments too. These aren't just plain dies. These have this little detailed dot pattern around them in the mat. So they make them extra cute as far as a matting goes for the sentiment. Okay. So there's that one. And then we have the Cardinal Duo Die and Stencil, $11.99. You get two cardinals, but what's fantastic about this one, you guys, is that the cardinals are facing in both directions. So they will fit in whatever design that you want. Now, I don't know that much about birds, okay? I mean, birds, flowers, you know, geography. But I would also imagine that if you guys did these guys in blue, you could probably make blue jays, and then they don't have to be just like a Christmas bird, because I think a cardinal is a relatively similar shape to a blue jay, if I recall, but I could be wrong. Okay. So, but I love that. So on this one here, they actually stuck the cardinal just sitting right on top of the moose antlers. And they put the cardinals on a whole bunch of different samples in here. Okay. So, but you get the coloring stencils as well, which is fabulous. But because the birds are identical, in order to color one, you have to then clean off the stencil and flip it over. But that's how they kept it super affordable. So that's really great, right? Okay, so that's the cardinal. And then I'm going to be honest, you guys. I am pretty much in love with these little birds. These are birdie friends in winter. And so you can just get the die, which is $14.99, or you get the die and the coloring stencil, which I think is probably the best way to go. And that one is $14.99, and then the stencil is $12.99. Okay. These, I'll show you on here because you can see what these guys look like. These are the cutest little quirky birds ever. Okay. And because of the way they cut out, you have to cut them all out at the same time because it's all one die, but they cut out individually. And then you have like a little hat here So you could cut out the hat separately and layer that on 2 of these guys. Oh, and then this must be, these are the beaks, so that you can actually cut out the beaks in a different color and give it a little bit of dimension. But the birds themselves, you can color with the stencils. Aren't those adorable? I just think these guys have so much personality. So look at how cute they are, right? I mean, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And, you know, you could make these guys have like, maybe look a little bit more like a party hat or something if you wanted to make them a bird less wintry. But they're just, oh, I just fell in love with these characters, and they go really well with the moose as well. Okay, hi Fonda. All right, so that is Birdie Friends in Winter. So that's the first line. And then, let's see. Okay, so then they came out with this open book collection. Okay, now the open book die, this one is not new, but I have zero idea if we've had this one in before. So but I knew we didn't have it in now. So I ordered some for those of you guys that may or may not actually have the die already. Okay, so there were a number of stencils, I think, that came out with this, and we will probably kind of delve more into that as things go along. But I thought it would be really fun to take a look at the die itself and see. That one's only $13.99 for this book, and it fits really nice on an A2. But this is the one for those of you guys that are looking for nativity stuff, okay, for the holidays. Did I like my cookie? Director?
I haven't given it to you yet.
Did you hear that, Fonda? Did you eat it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'll get back to you tomorrow, Fonda, because it won't last through the night. Okay. That's funny. Okay, so we have the open book die, and then this is similar to like how the postage collage die, you know, once you have the die, then they come out with various stencils so that you could use it with the same die. So the open book is like that, but not as big of a program, okay? So this one is the open book nativity. And what I actually really liked about this is I have not seen a layering stencil that was this good for the nativity stuff. So for those of you guys that love using the layering stencils and want something nativity based for your holiday stuff, this one could be a really, really good one. So the way that it's going to work is the stencil, you're going to do like so, and then it will just work. I think you can either cut it out with the little page die that's right here, or you just, you know, can do it right into the book. I would probably do the stencil first and then cut it out. Line up your dies. Okay. So, $17.99, or you guys, you can just use this on its own and you'll get a really nice little nativity. It's a good price on that one. And then also, similar to the cardinals, okay, these angels. So it's the same angel going in both directions, $8.99. Really, really great price. Good detail. You do this out of a gold. And you guys, look at the cutest little music notes. Those things are tiny and yet adorable. Okay. So, I wish I had more to show you guys based on this, but this is what I've got. So I will try my best to get some samples out to y'all. But, y'all, did I just use the word y'all? Jeez. Okay. So, but it does give you some simple little detail when you, do this with gold foil. And remember last week I showed you guys we have that matte gold foil in stock now. So that would be absolutely stunning and super, super easy, right? Okay. This pile. Alrighty. Okay. So postage collage. There's two new ones. for the postage collage die. So a lot of you guys have jumped on this because it is ridiculously fun. Okay, they have some of the cutest I know, Kelly, I know. They have some of the cutest things out there that you can do with the postage collage. So the way that this system works, I know a lot of you guys are already used to it, but this is your base die. This is the postage collage die, okay? It cuts out this outline here, and it cuts out all of these little dots and stuff, so you get a whole bunch of different postage card, postage stamp size things, okay? And then it'll look just like so when you're done. Okay, that's what the die looks like. And then they put out all of these different layered stencils so that you can create all kinds of fun designs on here, or you can do whatever you want in these openings, okay? So I wanted to let you guys know we actually do have this one in stock right now. So $19.99 for the postage collage die if you haven't gotten it yet. I know a lot of you guys have. And then this is the postage collage blocks die. This is the companion to that one. So this guy is $17.99. And what it does is it cuts out the solid lines. Now the solid lines go so that you have a perfect mat, right? All the way around, and you see color through all of those little holes in there, right? Which you could get just if you cut you cut it and put it on a mat. But what this also does is cut out the perfect size little squares and rectangles to go inside the windows. So in essence, this die here, that's the bread to your sandwich, right? So you cut it once, and then it goes behind the postage collage, and it can also go on top of the postage collage. And that's your meat, if you want to do it that way. You don't have to, but this one is a really good one to have as a companion, okay? Now, that being said, let's take a look at these. Okay, so this is the new holiday one called Dear Santa. And this one is a really unique one because it's $23.99. It has like holiday, a holiday image. It's almost like it's a full image in the middle, whereas, wait, where did it go? What did I just do with the cupcake one? I haven't moved, and yet I've already hidden things from myself. What did I do with oh, I didn't hide it from myself. Okay, so like with the cupcake one and a lot of the other designs, they have a different image in each one, okay? So but they're vaguely cohesive. So when you leave it as a block, it looks really good together, and then you add in the little sentiments and stuff. So that's how these are. But for Christmas ones, they did things a little bit different. So you can leave it all together, and you get, this kind of cool image where Santa he's kind of complete, right? In the middle. But you guys, they designed this brilliantly so that if you take it apart and just use some of the stamps, I don't know if they have it on this sample yet, but the way that it was designed is like this one here, you just get a little present. You know that that's Santa's arm, right? Because of the way it is with the little elf looking. So you can use that one by itself. You can use just Santa's little face. If you just use this bottom one here, that's Santa's belly. Now, there was a die that I loved from years ago that just made the card that looked just like that. So cute. So you use that as just a stamp. Totally, you know what it is. You've got the little elf face on one. You've got the little note here and I'll show you because that uses the stamp set if you want to put something fun on the notes, okay? So these words right here, that does come from the companion stamp set. So here is a much, much better picture. Oh, look, I can show you. It's down there at the bottom. Much better picture of what this one looks like. So cute, right? Ugh. So remember when I was saying they designed it so that you could just use some of them? Look at how adorable that is. And with my favorite little birds. So one of the things that they do when they do their samples to just elevate them just a teeny weeny bit is they add white pen embellishments, and it takes things up a notch, right? So do you see how they just added a little bit of white pen on his uniform here? His suit. But then this one they left blank. Either way is perfectly fine, but look at how okay, look at how much better this one is here. Okay. Okay. That one. Sorry, he was showing me something that I'm going to show you guys next. Okay. So that is the Dear Santa stencil. Okay. And so $23.99, you have how many? 4 layers in here to give you all of the colors. All right. And then this is the Dear Santa postage collage companion set. Okay, you guys, the glasses, do you guys love that? But you can put the glasses on Santa. I don't know if any of these actually show that. They don't, but, oh, yeah, here you go. Look at, isn't he freaking adorable? Oh my gosh, right? And then look, they added stripes to, the little package there. Oh, hold on, friends, hold on. Okay, I do have something else I want to show you too. I know there's so much stuff, right? Once I get on a roll. Okay. So, yeah, so that's that one. And then the stamp set is $8.99. And then these are all the little sentiments that can go on that guy right there. Okay. So you've got, Dear Santa, my friend has been extra nice this year. Please define nice, asking for a friend. Please bring my family a Christmas filled with joy. Please send my friend extra cheer this year. And then you have a little list right here that you can put on there. To and from, which I always, always love. You got 24 cents, wish list, and then the glasses, or you can do Santa's list. Okay. So those are those. And then this one is a unique one. You guys, this is the Postage Collage Vertical Tree Stencil. So how we were talking about each one of the little pockets in the past, each of the windows has been a unique image. And then they changed it up this year by putting in this kind of big Santa that could, you know, kind of break apart. This one is one image. Okay. This is the vertical tree. So this one is going to create the whole tree. Okay. With the breaks, just so you guys know that the breaks are in there. And then when you use the die to cut that out, or you die cut first, actually these ones you can do either way. It's usually pretty easy. You just want to use a grip mat, which we did get back in stock, by the way. So hold on. My brain gets so far ahead of myself. Sometimes it's like crazy. I don't think they have a picture of what this one looks like, but it's really, really interesting. So you do your postage collage. You can either do, you know, you can do it like this, but you see your card would actually go like that, or you just use your main base die, but you get a really cool image because it's complete. Okay. So that one is more stencils, and I can't see how many because it doesn't show me on the edges here. But this one is $27.99. Okay, so that is the waffle flower that we got in. Now, I wanted to show you guys. Huge thank you to Mary Wilde, who last week brought me in a finished sample of this one. Okay, so this is the new one that was the last release. This is the coastal stencil for the postage collage, and she just made this guy up. It is really, really cute. Now you can see what it actually looks like. Hi, Judy. That's okay. No worries. No worries. But you can see what it actually looks like. Okay. So I have to tell you, because I know a bunch of you guys have this one, but being able to see it in person is so much cuter, right? Than even just seeing it like this. And these are so easy to put together. But I have to tell you something, because this is funny. How old is the cupcake? Not super old, Kelly. I think, wait, we're talking about the cupcake stencil that I showed earlier, right? I want to say like 4 or 5 months. It's this year. Let me see. What did I do with it? Yeah, I can figure out when its official release was, but it was this year, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So, but I do want to tell you guys something that is funny. Hi, Mary, because Mary told me this. She said she went a little rogue, not super rogue, but this is a brilliant idea, because when she did this little crab right here, okay, all of these others, they have these little black dots for embellishments. But this little crab, he's got the dots, but he doesn't have the dots on the seashell. Okay. See that? So these seashells here have the dots. This crab has the dot, this crab, but this doesn't. And so Mary comes in and she goes, just so you know, I took some of the dots from maybe the crab here or whatever fit, and I put them on this seashell because otherwise it just looked like he was holding a muffin. I thought that was so funny. That stuck with me. And then I marched right over and I looked at that, and, you know, she's not wrong. It does look a little like it's holding a muffin. So at any rate, I loved that she told me that and made us a sample. So, you know, if you see this one and wonder where those dots are, they came from Mary's head because she wanted her crab to be holding a shell, not a muffin. So anyways, so this one we do have in stock. This was last month's, and that's the postage collage. We have a couple of these still in stock. $23.99 on that one. Okay. Ready for something else that's new? These just walked in the door. Okay. Are you guys looking at these? Oh my gosh. So you remember last week, I showed you all of the journals and things that we got in. So we didn't have prices and stuff. He's been checking those in all day. So those are here. Those ones are really good. Those are your journals for fountain pens and writing and, you know, bullet journals, those kind of things. These ones are just little notebooks that we ran into that are so beautiful, we couldn't not get them. Okay. So they have actually, like, this is our first time seeing them. They have a gold foil on them. Is that like amazing? Right? Oh, and then inside they have a ivory lined paper. And oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, that is so cute. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many pages are in here. That many pages. But look at how beautiful that is. You guys, I think these guys are local. Let's see. Highest quality coated soft touch covers, which is really true. Acid-free paper, which is phenomenal. Each cover design represents a unique piece of art that inspires you to write more and write beautifully. That's pretty cool. Designed in Italy, but I don't know if they're distributed by a company right here or where. I don't even know where they ship from. But at any rate, so we have 5 designs to choose from. Okay, so we have this one with the sea turtles and the octopuses. Octopi. Count them. Ha ha, Kelly. Kelly, I can barely stick with a sentence. Oh my gosh. You think I can count that high right now? Oh, I think if I just look up the notebooks, then I'll know how many pages are in there. But there's a good amount of pages. So I think this one was called like Mystical. Kind of reminds me of, you've got your unicorn and your Lion King. There's an elephant. I don't know I think this one was called Mystical. And then you've got, oh God, that bunny. Look at that. That is so, so gorgeous. But wait until you guys, let's look through all of these. And then I'm going to tell you the price because they are priced really, really well. So, we have the owls. Oh, man, they're stunning. So it looks like, yeah, and the foil detail is a little bit different on all of them. But you guys, and I can't wait for you to feel the covers. But just look at that artwork. Isn't that stunning? These definitely seem like something that would be designed in Italy. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this one is this is also a sea-themed one. Maybe like a night sea theme. Okay. Look at that seahorse. Oh, I just love it. Do you know how many pages are in these notebooks? Okay, we'll find out, but God, they're so pretty. Okay. And then the whales. Oh. Wow. There's our orca. Got a couple orcas, which is really nice. I love it. I love it. And actually, that's appropriate because that whale is so big. Oh my gosh, look at him. So cute. Okay, so the notebooks, you guys, these are only $6.99 a piece. Okay? But for this week through Saturday, I just had to remember what the week was. For our video special, we'll do 2 for $12, okay? Because I think you guys are going to love these. They are gorgeous. But if anybody wants to do that doesn't come in the store, you have to remind me because they're going to ring up at $6.99. So you have to remind us that it is 2 for $12 because I'm sure with everything else we're checking in that I will forget that I told you that. Okay. So let me know. Gorgeous little notebooks. Now, the other thing that came in from this same company. Okay. So these all have black ink. Let me see if I have some paper handy. Okay. All right. So these are brand new for our pen section. This is that like almost like, I don't know what this color is called, but I've seen it in a little bit more of a bold rainbow. This one is a really subtle rainbow and it is stunning. So it's, I want to say oil slick, but I don't think that's the actual color term, but oh my gosh. So these ones, oh, I'm going to have to open one of these so that we can see. They're a ballpoint pen, okay, with a nice little nib. We have almost like this mother of pearl kind of opalescent one with a bit of like it's almost got a purple pink sheen to it. Hopefully, I should put my hands like this so that it'll focus. Hopefully that turns out for you. And then these two, oh, you guys, these are a matte finish. Really nice. And they actually have this nice satin matte finish like the book cover. Okay. So we have a gray one and it has, I'm trying to get it so that it has like gold sparkly things on it, but not very sparkly, but a little bit of sparkle. And then we have a dusty pink one. Okay. And I can see as I tilt it that it has just a little bit of shine, but not a ton. So I feel like I want to open one of these. Which one do I want to open? Let's see. Okay, if you guys had to vote, which is your least favorite? Is that a good way to figure it out? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to open this gray one. No, I'm going to open the pink one. Since I have to open one. So I have to unseal it. So we'll make this one our tester. Okay. So I'm just going to pull the little seal off of the tip here. And hope I have a garbage can around. And then I'm going to just clean that off with my fingernail. And I think I got it all. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so they all have the same ink. They all have the same writing barrel. It is a really, really smooth but thin. Look at how thin that is. Ah. So the harder you press, you can get a really thin line or you can get a thicker line, depending. That's fun. Okay, so these pens are $5.50. I mean, that's a great price, okay? So, again, I'm going to do a bundle on these because they're brand new through the week. Pick up 2 pens for $10, 2 notebooks for $12. Okay? So, that way you don't have to make as many choices because it's going to be hard. They are so gorgeous. All right, you guys. I think that's everything I have on my table. I'm going to do a super fast recap. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Toppers. Okay, new designs in toppers is the Summer Flowers, Animals in Winter, and Beautiful Horses. Back in stock is Marine, Birthday Animals, and Cats. We have the, maybe we do. We have gems. No, we don't have gems. Black and white enamel dots are brand new, $5.50, but you get all the little sizes. That's the ones you want the most. And even the biggest ones in these enamel dots is not the big size that normally come in the packages. Plus, for $5.50, you get basically, I mean, I haven't counted them, but you kind of basically get what looks like about double of other brands. Okay. And then we have pearls. These are all $5.50. Ice blue, soft green, sweet pink, ivory, and snow. Okay. And then waffle flower. Oh, no, wait. Just really quickly. The Ledger Journal from Dina Wakley is back. No, not back in stock. Is finally in stock. And this one's $32.99. If you had, if you were on my list, I will put yours aside and you'll get an email about it because I know that you have been waiting on pins and needles. So those are here. So if you're watching, you can come by and pick it up. Or if I need to pop it in the mail, I can do that as well. We have more of the brand new set number 5 coming of the scribble sticks because our first shipment is all spoken for. But new colors in scribble sticks for fans. And then there is the clear gloss spray. I don't remember the price on this one off the top of my head, but I know that based on what came in, I only have 2 in stock right now. But the clear gloss, that one is going to be awesome. Okay, now to waffle flower. The postage collage cupcake stencil, that one is back in stock at $21.99. The coastal stencil is, well, still in stock, but now we have a sample thanks to Mary. So that one's $23.99. And then the 2 new designs for the holidays is the postage collage Dear Santa stencil. And that one is right there. That is $23.99. And there is an accessory stamp that you can use with it if you want to at $8.99. And then we have the vertical tree stencil at $27.99. And for those, if you needed them, we've got them in stock. The postage collage die and the postage collage blocks die. Okay. So $19.99, $17.99. All right. And then we have the new Cutest Moose Ever Holiday Moose die and stencil. So that one is $23.99. And then you have the sentiments that go with it. $8.99 for just the stamps and $21.99 for the stamp and die combo. And then also Birdie Friends in Winter. This one is a favorite of mine. Here we go. So that's those little cutie patooties right there. And so you can get just the die, and that one's $14.99, or you get the companion stencil to go with the die, and that one is $12.99. I think there are two, I can't see, but I think there's two stencils in here for the $12.99. And then also there is the Cardinal Duo die and stencil for $11.99. And that has the cardinals going both ways. And then also the open book die is not brand new from these guys, but they came out with new accessories, I guess, for it. So I got the die back in stock. That one's only $13.99. For those of you guys that love book stuff, that's a good die, whether you use, you know, the stencils or not, because you could do all kinds of cool stuff in this. And then we have the open book nativity stencil for $17.99. So that'll go right onto the pages there. And then we also have the Glory Angel dies with the teeniest tiny music notes. But these, like the little cardinals, go in opposite directions. So you can frame something if you want to, or depending on how your card design goes, they can go either way. Okay. And then the Coastline die and stencil. This one is back in stock. So grab it. I know this one went really fast when we got it the first time, and then it was out of stock. So we've finally been able to get it back in. Okay. So these notebooks are $6.99, brand new. Okay. So we've got the whales. We have night under the sea, nighttime. I don't know. Owls. They all have this beautiful foil on the cover. This one is the mystical or forest or something, but there's an elephant. So it's called what? Oh, medieval. Oh, you know what the names are. That would be helpful. It's called medieval. But it's got a lion with a crown and a staff and a unicorn, a monkey with a trumpet. Oh, there's a flying horse right there too. Pegasus and an elephant. So, and then we have sea creatures. Okay. So these notebooks, and there's quite a few pages in here. I mean, there really is. An acid-free, really nice soft cover. $6.99 or 2 for $12. And then these gorgeous new pens. These you guys are going to love. Okay. So I did open this one for a tester. Really nice, smooth writing. So these are $5.50 for the pens and 2 for $10. Okay. That is what I have to show you guys. We have more stuff to unpack. So we will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Bye.